37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And now they'll throw with Allen. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 46. Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. And fights him off. He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
Love his pocket awareness, able to slip out of the sack. But once you take your eyes off the receivers, once your eyes come down and you see the rush, hard to get back downfield and find an open target. Fortunate, that one just wound up as an incomplete pass.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Shotgun now for Brady. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Travis Carey. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Hurry up, here we go.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Here we go now. 3, 9, 2.
Here's Allen. That is incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Gone!
Allen going to throw. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch it now, Barney.
First carry for Carlos Hyde. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On 2nd down, Hyde. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Throwing now is Allen. They go screen pass to Hyde. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Well, the screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
After the field goal, here's Gonzalez to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Patriots. And partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. On the left side, a catch by White. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Wait, 20.
On 2nd down, here's Brady. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Brady. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Emmanuel Agba in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. The Patriots send out their punter. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Landry now on the return. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. A first update now out of Jacksonville. And it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. Lamar Jackson, an early touchdown pass in that one. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10. They start the drive with Hyde. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. From midfield, here's Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gordon. And he'll get it down here to the 43. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. A give. This is Chubb. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got his tight end, Njoku. 85 catches for him on the year now, and the result there is a first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. His throw caught right around the 6. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over, but he ended up finding another receiver.
They'll give it to Chubb. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Detroit! Detroit!
From the gun, it's Allen, and that is incomplete here.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. 3rd and goal, they're going with Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Gronkowski's got it on the crossing route. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. And I put my first tally mark next to the Brady to Gronk counter here.
I think it may be the first of many because once they get going, look out. Things tend to snowball. Tom Brady trusts Gronk as much as any receiver I think he's thrown to in his career. And it's evident when you see that.
And that's saying something.
That's saying something right there. But he's earned it.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Wait, 20!
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A big play that time out of Chubb. 46 yards on the ground. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Back to the ground. This time it's high. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 37. So after the INT, it's Brady. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Brady to throw on 2nd down. Left side, it's Dorsett. Philip Dorsett by himself. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Philip Dorsett, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Bullock out now to kick this one away. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
Flushed out right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. This is taken at the 18. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Patriots take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Brady now on 1st down. Conley's got it over the middle. And he's able to get up here to the 26. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Brady, he's going to let it go deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play there just before halftime, and even 40 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Now the Patriots moving quickly, hustling up to the line.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
And he's going to go down again. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. From the gun, Brady. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Jabril Peppers, the former first-round pick, there on the coverage. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And here's Allen to throw again. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. On 1st down, Brady goes underneath here to White. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. And that one results in 35 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Brady. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now they'll run it on the toss. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down. Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. Caught here by Conley. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Now Scarborough. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
New England on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Wait, 20!
Shotgun now for Brady. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. They begin this drive with Chubb. Able to power through. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The Browns on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. Now the Patriots offense, they worked their way back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll try to get this offense going with Michel. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
All right, here we go.
To throw on 2nd down, Brady. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Like 20.
Operating from the gun, Brady. He goes full extension, and he's got it. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Well, that kind of catch is supposed to pay off with at least a 1st down, isn't it?
Instead, he'll just add it to his highlight reel, but they don't pick up the first.
Yeah, he gets the yardage, he gets the catch, but now they have a decision to make. Every time I see a coach challenge a spot, that makes me a little bit nervous for that coach. Those are very difficult to get overturned.
Well, the biggest reason, correct me if I'm wrong, is just technology. A lot of times you just don't have the angle.
Yeah, I think all the coaches, when they want to challenge that type of a play, they want to put the magnets or the things, the sensors in the ball to show exactly where it is. But right now, it's all about us humans.
12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On 1st down, Allen. They go screen pass to Hyde. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Play action. Now it's Allen. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number. And we're back now here in Cleveland. Knotted up here at 10. That's our score as we begin quarter number 4. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. To the air. Allen. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Returnable here from the 38. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Travis Carey there to make the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Like 20!
On 2nd down, here's Brady. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. Brady, perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. This is Scarborough. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Let's talk about football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Like 20! Like 20!
They'll run it here. This is James White. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Like 20! Like 20!
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And able to find Conley. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And a quick slant gets exactly 10. And by the nose of the football, they've got a first down. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Keith Marshall, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots have moved out in front.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 36. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Brady. A quick hitter complete. It's McKenzie. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They come out here in the eye. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll run for it with Bo Scarborough. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And Bullock will put this one through. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Gone!
Now Allen. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, a 22. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. Jarvis Landry, and all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns are back within a score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And this is secured by the Patriots. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3-and-out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
Brady now to throw. To the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They try again with Scarborough. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They will take the knee here, and they will finish this regular season with a victory. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here, when they're taking a knee, is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win. Needed one desperately.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Pats, it will wind up a .500 season as the win means they'll finish right at 8-8. And by just about all accounts, not the type of year they were hoping to have. Meanwhile, for the Browns, this loss will be the capper to a dismal 4-12 campaign. And with some high picks coming in this spring's draft, it's a team for whom a roster overhaul may be on the way. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
we coming, man. Free the guys, man. P&V. Skirt.
Special guest, Jacob Trough.
15, when I saw my first 100 bids, got my first 100 bids and made it through the running, man. They know how we coming, man. Gotta get this money, man. I came up from nothing, had to turn it into something, man. 15, when I saw my first 100 bids, got my first 100 bids and made it through the running, man. They know how we coming, man. Go and get this money, man. I came up from nothing, had to turn it into something, man. Be winning, keep grinding, it's just the beginning. Rap about they ain't living. Ain't no top boy, you gotta be kidding. Like Nike, I go get a check. Baby girl, watch the other flex. Got your tree, she go for the P&V on my up next. Can't wait till I caught me a Mozzie. On Cali, I feel like a different man. We got the pack, we delivering. I remember cold nights, I was shivering. Gotta go get the bag and no stopping me. Saying they know I'm a prodigy. Saying these be watching me. Got your tree in the spot, and I just hit 1 million views. So much better, I don't know what to do. Stack it up, gon' call me a coupe. I be dripping, they calling me soup. I be dripping, they calling me soup. They know how we coming, man. Gotta get this money, man. I came up from nothing, had to turn it into something, man. 15, when I saw my first 100 bids, got my first 100 bids and made it through the running, man. They know how we coming, man. Go and get this money, man. I came up from nothing, had to turn it into something, man.
It's one of them ones, man. You just in the car, man. It's like when you in the car, you just think about everything, man. Definitely when you by yourself and you just cruising on the highway, man. Yeah, this got me thinking. On that cap, swerving through traffic, listening to trap. My windows ain't tinted, so notice me. 4 braids, Yankee fitted, yeah, know it's me. I'm everywhere comfortable, but I'm still attentive. A young with money will make offended. I ain't flashy, I'm classy, but I ain't stupid either. Never show up to that's hungry and eager. My brother's keeper, I'm loyal, it's all in my demeanor. A true believer, I believe when they didn't believe her. That's why I don't let opinions affect me. I do what I want to do. If they do or they don't accept me, they expect me to give up. I almost did. Things went from moving faster, slow motion. I was losing focus, stuck on that. It was smooth on the surface, but underneath it was broken. Hoping to find hope in this hopeless world we live in. What you give is what you given. Gotta make wise decisions. Gotta stay tunnel vision. Gotta avoid collision. Keep scratching the surface and keep your palms itching. Gotta pay moms a visit. It's been a while. I've been working, she keep telling me she miss her child. I find myself passing the house, then I spin around. She say I'm always moving, I just can't sit around. Oh my, cause the cash ain't gonna come to us. When we was down, who gave a dime or gave a for us?
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Cole. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Second down, Mayfield. It's caught. Here's Langford. And right away, he lost the football. And the Rams have got it back. So a first quarter fumble in the rain, and this isn't supposed to let up. They've had flash flood warnings just west of here, so they better get used to this.
And it's hard to do real early in the game because you're so amped up and you're trying to do so much. You've got to get used to it, though. You've got to focus in on the ball, make sure you're taking care of it. That one cost them.
One guy, 53. 622.
Following the fumble recovery, here's Luck. And this is Shepard on the catch. And he's taken down inside the 30. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. On first down, Luck. It's hauled in by Shepard. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Here's Luck now on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. O.J. Howard with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Rams are going to take a first quarter lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And as these guys interplay in Week 17, we know one thing. They are playoff bound, but they want to win that division title. They told us that is a goal that's been posted in their locker room since day one. They've got the chance to control their own destiny.
And there's nothing more powerful than saying that you won the division, because I know from building a team, when I talk with all the GMs and the player personnel directors, they always talk about, to get to the playoffs in the NFL, You have to have a team that's constructed to win your division. Beat those teams first. That's your number one path to get in there, and they can get that done in this game.
Mayfield on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left. And got his man complete. A big play there for the Niners. And even 40 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than a defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
They go play action here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there. And receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Here we go now.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up, 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Locke. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. Oh, he shifts past him. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. As we know, they had the chance last week, Charles, to lock up the division. Couldn't do it. Now it all comes down to the final week of the season. But once again, they control their destiny. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Lucky 56. All right, here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Over the middle, Cooper with it. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. 3rd and short yardage, Mayfield, and he connects with Ebron. Touchdown, 49ers. Eric Ebron, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
To Shepard, complete over the middle. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now it's Jackson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Lock on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now the rookie out of Georgia, Sony Michel. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Benjamin with it over the middle. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. All right, now lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Ebron caught left side. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. This quarterback now already over 150 yards through the air in the opening quarter. It's 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Now Carlos Hyde in the game. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
'49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. Now Marshall. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Keith Marshall with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back.
And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Hyde as they begin on the ground. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. Ebron with it over the middle. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, a 22.
I don't know whether I want to be a fly on the wall or not when they hear the explanation of how one of the bigger targets on the field, the tight end could be that wide open and uncovered downfield. Who blew that assignment?
Somebody did.
No doubt about it. There's no way you're not going to account for him.
This quarterback now, only one pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
From the gun, Mayfield. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Shelling through the defense. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
No. Check. Patriot.
To throw, Mayfield. He'll check this one down to Michel. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Sony Michel, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Bosher to kick it away. Moore now to return. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They'll run it with Jackson. Space to maneuver at the 40. He's at the 50. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. From the gun, here's Locke. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
To your right. What's the run? What's the run? 12.
Here's Locke. Flush to his right. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check out. Wide, 9 in. Check 50. Wide, 675. Wide, 623.
On 1st and 10, Locke. His throw incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels. And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. Out of the gun, Locke. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
To me, there's nothing like watching rookie effort in the NFL. So excited to be there. They're going to give you the max on each and every play, aren't they?
Well, he proved himself on that catch, that's for sure.
I think he may have proved himself to the point where he's going to get a second year.
From the red zone now, Locke. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And he is all the way up past the 25. A minute 57 to go in this first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout.
Watch it now, Barney!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Second down, Mayfield. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Room to run inside the 40. And down right around the 37. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete. It was Jalen Mills getting a hand in there defensively.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. This quarterback now pretty amazing. 14 of 16 throwing the ball. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. It's Mayfield. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for the rookie Baker Mayfield. And the 49ers add on to their lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Have 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
More now on the return. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. He's going to let this go deep. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Marcus Williams. First down, a run with Hyde. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you. And we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But you're going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. On first down, Luck. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Throwing is Luck. Eluding the pressure right. And this is Shepard on the catch. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a first down throw. Luck being chased out left. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Hey, check out. Blue 90. 12.
Back to the air. Luck on second down. Dumps that off to Ware. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. They're going to go for it here on fourth. Luck in the offense is going to stay out there.
Check out. Blue 90.
They're going to go. It's Luck. Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. They'll run with Marshall. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They stay on the ground. This is Marshall again. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. But that was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
The Niners on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now a handoff for Gore. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And a great return. Solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
And an update from a game going on out in Denver. The Broncos, they're continuing to pour it on. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses.
Gun.
Luck on first down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10. They'll try to fire up the running game with Hyde. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
Again, it's Hyde. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, with that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
They'll run it. Here's Hyde. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. They'll give to Hyde. There he goes inside the 30. Carlos Hyde, see you later. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Hyde, and he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On 2nd down, Hyde. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. On the handoff, it's Gore. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. This just a 24-yard attempt. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too...
And the Niners get there and bring him down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. A shotgun snap for Luck. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Luck. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Luck now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now Luck. They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Go! Green!
Here's Luck. And that is incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Rams on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Ryan Allen now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The 49ers getting set to trot out there. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season. Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. This is Marshall. Got some room at the 30. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he'll go out of bounds, making it all the way down to the 5. A big play there for the Niners. 78 yards. And they take a knee. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. And they will take a knee here. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. And they'll indeed take a knee. So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Boswell's kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. Hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Flushed out right. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Luck showing he can be dangerous when he tucks it and runs. He's able to pick up the first down.
How about that scramble by Andrew Luck? Sometimes we forget just how big, strong, and, yes, fast Andrew Luck is. When he came out of college at the Combine, shocked everyone, ran a sub-4 840.
And he grew up a big soccer guy over in Europe, so he knows how to use his feet.
That he does, and I think it has helped his legs along the way as well.
23 yards on the play. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. On second down, here's Locke. Flush to his right. Space to run past the 20. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Give him 8 on the play, and it's a second down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe.
And now here is another interception. And the ball is knocked out. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
After the interception, it's Locke. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
Clock on 3rd down. This will be caught at about the 5. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
11.
Desperation time for Luck on 4th down. Steps away to it, hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Or are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, That rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for the...
Like a boss with my feet up. Got a bag for him with a visa. Pulling up the leader. Getting that while I'm on the. She's a keeper. No Migos. I cannot put no zeros.
Don't you run out? No, I can't show you no love, baby. Yeah, I am a boss in the cut, mayday. Bubbles and these models are. It's poppin', I tip her. I skip her, I give her.